against being racist, you know, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be gone everywhere. And just because some people do it, does that mean that it's okay? Like, if I want people to stop eating meat everywhere, that doesn't mean that that's going to happen, you know? Like, even if we were in a vegan world, there would still be people that are eating meat. There might be a very small percentage of people that have to eat meat to survive just based on where they live. But then that goes down a whole nother rabbit hole of, is it even ethical to live in those places if we're able to move out of those places and live somewhere else? Hey, can I ask you a few questions for my video? Would I be able to ask you a few questions for my video?
Yeah, sure.
All right. You can use this mic. So, would you be able to step a little closer?
Yeah.
So, I'm Jake.
Nice to meet you.
Are you a local Gettysburg? Or?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Okay, cool. So, my first question I'm asking people is, how do you feel about animals?
I love animals, all the way from the ones that we eat, all the way up to the pets. I love them all, honestly.
Yeah. So that's interesting. You love the animals that you eat.
Yeah.
So, do you think you're against animal abuse?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Do you think that there's abuse in those industries?
I believe that there is, yes, but I think there is still a safe way to consume the meat that I would like to.
Right. So could you explain that a little?
Well, like, say I owned like some land, I could raise it myself and make sure that it's taken care of. I understand the brutality part of like the actual slaughtering, but
yeah,
I think there's a gray line there, you know.
Yeah, so a lot of people miss the beginning of the process. A lot of these animals, we bring them into existence. Yeah. So we kind of force that onto them.
Yeah.
And then we give them a good life. That's what most people try to say. And then, but like you said, at the end of the day, we kind of kill them for our needs. Yeah. Like when they're really young. Some of them are babies. Yeah. And we're not really thinking about the animal at that point. And we justify it by trying to say that we gave them a good life, or we did it humanely. But if you're killing them and they're healthy and they have a full life ahead of them, it's not really humane to kill them, right?
I respect that,
yeah.
It makes a lot of sense.
So do you know what living vegan is?
No, I do not.
So if you live vegan, it's a stance against oppression of animals.
I see. Okay.
So we don't eat any animals, including dairy or eggs, because they kill chickens for eggs and they kill cows for cheese and for milk.
Yeah.
So it also includes like fur, clothing that they use from animals, or they make from animals, and also like other products like beauty products, bath products and stuff like that. So if you're against animal abuse and you love all animals, just like me, why don't you align your actions with your morals and live vegan?
You know, I think it's because I've grown up in a family that hasn't really had any, hasn't paid any attention to animal abuse and anything. In that sense, like, I wouldn't go kick a cat or anything. But,
right. Would you kick a cow or a pig or a chicken?
It's no different. I get what you're saying. It's just sometimes it's hard to get what you got to get. You know. It
used to be a lot harder than it is now.
Yeah.
So I think now's the time so that we should all look a little bit more into it. You know, we have the internet and you can find all the information out there. These industries try to hide all this stuff. They don't want you to see it. So I can show you right now if you want to see a little bit of what they do in the industries.
Yeah, sure. I have a bit.
And
I do have to go in a minute though. I work at the restaurant.
Okay, yeah. Let me just show you some stuff real quick, but these industries, they just think about the animals as products, and money at the end of the day. So they're always trying to think of a more efficient way to process them, to kill them, to grow them. So they're always growing them quicker, killing them younger, treating them horribly, and anything that you see like pasture raised, grass fed, it's all marketing. It makes you think that they're out in the field, but normally grass fed, they just cut the grass and they bring it inside and feed them inside. So they never go anywhere. And then birds have less rights than pigs and cows, so they get treated even worse. A lot of pigs, they stun them in gas chambers first, so it's really crazy.
Pretty rough.
They do other things because they keep them so close together. They bite each other's tails.
Yeah.
So to stop that from happening, they cut the tails off and they cut the teeth out, and they don't give them any pain meds or anything, and that's standard practice.
Wow.
So it's really crazy. It's like
it's very inhumane.
they have an issue like that, and their solution is literally to inflict more pain onto the animals. So if you want to align your actions and live vegan, I can give you a little bit more information.
Hey, what's this going on?
YouTube.
YouTube? Can I get your YouTube?
Yeah.
I'll just take a picture of it.
Yeah, exactly. Take a picture and get this too, so you can.
Right.
Dominion is kind of what we were watching, so it shows you what happens to the animals.
Yeah.
Different industries. Pignorant is same kind of thing, but with pigs in the gas chambers. Challenge 22 will give you recipes and send you an email every day to help you live vegan.
Right.
And they'll hook you up with the nutritionist so you can make sure that you're getting all the nutrition and everything that you need. These two are about your health, and this one's more about religion.
Right.
So, and it's all about living vegan. So I can give you like one or two other things in here too, if you want. So I'll just give you one of these too.
Well, it was nice meeting you, man.
Yeah, thanks a lot. What was your name again?
Kaden.
Kaden?
Yep.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yep. All right, that was awesome.